Hey everyone, it's the Fall Ranger again. This episode is recapping for women's basketball, or catching up with women's basketball, how they've done in the conference tournament so far. On Saturday the 7th, they took on San Jose State in the first round and won that one 68-51. For San Jose State offense, they never led in the game. San Jose State's last field goal was with a minute and a half left in the game by number 15 Anderson, make it 51-66. San Jose's largest one was 9-0. For the Broncos, Morgan Maldonado made the last field goal for the Broncos with a minute and 1 second left in the game to make it 51-68. Broncos' largest lead came with 4:29 left in the game, 48-29, 19 points. The Broncos' largest run was 8-0. We'll start off with San Jose because they were the visitors in this game. Qatar Anderson, number 0, finished with 13 points in 34 minutes, was 4-11 from the floor, 0 for 1 from range, and 5 of 6 when stripe, 1 offensive, 5 total boards, 4 assists, 3 fouls, 1 turnover, 1 block. 1 Ali Cummins at 3 points, 1 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 6 from range, 1 offensive, 3 total boards, 2 assists, 3 fouls, 3 turnovers, 2 blocks in 21 minutes. McKenna Simons, number 2, 2 points, was 1 of 2 from the floor, 0 for 1 from range. 1 offensive, 4 total boards, 1 assist, 4 fouls, 2 turnovers, 3 steals in 24 minutes. Number 15, Maya Anderson led the Spartan charge with 18 points, going 7 of 20 from the floor, 1 of 7 from range, 3 of 4 from the stripe, 2 offensive, 9 total boards, 3 assists, 3 fouls, 3 turnovers, a steal in 36 minutes. Number 22, Kalia Dillard finished with 2 points, going 1 of 4 from the floor, 0 for 1 from range, 1 offensive, 4 total boards, 3 fouls and a steal in 9 minutes. 3 Alexander, playing with 1 minute in the game, had no stats. Number 10, Siderud was 0 for 3 from range with 4 boards, 1 foul, 1 turnover in 24 minutes. Number 11, Carla Fuster was 0 for 1 from the floor with a foul in 6 minutes. Number 23, Stella Sigrill was 0 for 2 from range with an assist in 13 minutes. Number 32, Gabriela Pato, 13 points on 5 of 8 shooting, 2 of 3 from the range, 1 of 2 from the stripe, 2 offensive, 5 total boards, 2 fouls, 1 turnover, 3 blocks in 31 minutes. In the game, the San Jose State bench got a technical foul calling on them. Overall, again, 51 points for San Jose through a 19 of 59 from the floor for 32%, 4 of 24 from range for 17%, 9 of 12 from the stripe for 75%. 10 offensive, 30 total boards, 11 assists, 20 fouls, 11 turnovers, 6 blocks, 5 steals, 13 bench points, 24 paint points, 10 points off turnovers, 76 chance points, 4 fast break points, or 11-20 on layups, 65 possessions, 24 scores, 0.79 points per possession, scored 37% of the time, turnovers 17% of the time. In the first half, Anderson was 1 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the stripe for 3 points, 1 offensive, 3 total boards, 3 assists, 2 fouls, 16 minutes. Cummins at 3 points, was 1 of 7 overall, 1 of 5 from range, 1 board, 1 assist, 2 fouls. Simons 2 points, made a lone field goal attempt in first half, 1 offensive, 3 total boards, 2 fouls, 1 turnover and a steal. 15 Anderson had 10 points, went 4 of 10 from the floor, 0 for 1 from range, and hit both free throw attempts, 1 offensive, 6 total boards, 1 assist and a foul. Dillard was 0 for 2 overall. 1 of those was a mystery pointer, 1 board, 2 fouls. Siderud was 0 for 1 from range with 3 boards, a foul and a turnover. Sigro had an assist, and Pato with 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting, 1 of 1 from range, 1 offensive board, 2 fouls, a turnover, and 2 blocks. Overall, 25 points in the first half for San Jose, 10 of 30 overall, 33%, 2 of 9 from range with 22%, and 3 of 4 from the stripe. 4 offensive, 20 total boards, 6 assists, 12 fouls, 3 turnovers, 2 blocks, 1 steal. In the first quarter, 16 points on 6 of 17 shooting as a team for 35%, 1 of 5 from range, and 3 of 4 from the stripe. 4 offensive, 11 total boards, 4 assists, 8 fouls, 1 turnover, block, and a steal. In the second quarter, only 9 points scored, 4-13 from the floor for 31%, 1 of 4 from range, 9 boards, 2 assists, 4 fouls, 2 turnovers, and a block shot. In the second half for the Spartans, Anderson got up 10 points. Quickly taking a drink. Was 3 of 6 from the floor, 0 for 1 from range, hit all 4 free throws, 2 boards, 1 assist, foul, turnover, block. Cummins was 0 for 1 from range with 1 offensive, 2 total boards, an assist, foul, 2 turnovers, 2 blocks. Simons 0 for 1 from range with a board, assist, 2 fouls, and a turnover, and 2 steals. Anderson had 8 points, going 3 of 10 from the floor, 1 of 6 from range, and 1 of 2 from the stripe. 1 offensive, 3 total boards, 2 assists, 2 fouls, 3 turnovers, and a steal. Dillard 2 points, 1 of 2 from the floor, 1 offensive, 3 total boards, a foul, and a steal. Alexander played minute, no stats. Sidrid 0 for 2 from range with a board. Twister 0 for 1 from the floor with a foul. Seguro 0 for 2 from range. Pato 6 points, 2 of 4 from the floor, 1 of 2 from range, 1 of 2 from the stripe, 1 offensive, 4 total boards, 5 assists, 8 fouls, 8 turnovers, 4 blocks, and 4 steals. Second half, 26 points, 9 of 29 from the floor for 31%, 2 of 15 from range for 13%, 6 of 8 from the stripe for 75%, 6 offensive, 18 total boards, 5 assists, 8 fouls, 8 turnovers, 4 blocks, 4 steals. Third quarter, 12 points, 4 of 15 from the floor, 27%, 1 of 6 from range, 3 of 4 from the stripe, 3 offensive, 8 10 total boards, 3 assists, 5 fouls, 4 turnovers, 3 blocks, 2 steals. In the final stanza, 14 points as a team, 5-14 from the floor for 36%, 1-9 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the stripe, 3 offensive, 8 total boards, 2 assists, 3 fouls, 4 turnovers, a block, and 2 steals, 6 bench points, 14 paint points, 6 points off turnovers, and 3 second chance points. The Broncos were the designated home team as a higher seed. In the game, Tim Thompson, 14 points on 3 of 5 from the floor, 2 offensive, 4 total boards, 2 assists, 1 foul, and a steal in 26 minutes. Denny Bays had a bit of a quiet game, only 4 points on 2 of 6 from the floor, over 3 from range, 2 boards, 3 assists, 1 foul, 2 turnovers in 32 minutes. Libby Hutton had 16 points, 6 of 12 from the floor, 4 of 7 from the stripe, 3 offensive, 13 total boards for a double-double, 2 assists, 1 foul, 1 turnover, and 2 steals in 32 minutes. Mike Hansen finished with 1 point, going 0 for 2 from range, 1 of 2 from stripe, with a board, assist, 3 fouls, 1 turnover, 1 steal in 23 minutes. Nelly Pascal, the foam ranger of the player of the game, had a stellar 21-point performance on 6 of 13 from the floor, 2 of 6 from range, hit all 7 free throw attempts, 11 boards. I believe that was her first career double-double, 2 assists, 1 foul, 2 turnovers in 33 minutes. Emily Howard out the bench was 0 from 1 from the floor with a board, assist, a foul in 4 minutes. Morgan had 7 points, 2 of 6 shooting, 1 of 2 from range, and hit both free throw attempts with the board, and foul and steal in 17 minutes. Izzy 0 for 2 from the floor with the board in 9 minutes. Mason with 2 points, 1 of 3 from the floor with 1 offensive board, 1 foul, and a block in 10 minutes. Kenna had 3 points, 1 of 3 from the floor, including 1 of 2 from range. I think she made the first 3 of the game for the Broncos. Had 4 fouls, 1 turnover, 6 minutes, or maybe not. I'm thinking the next game I'll recap as part of this episode against New Mexico. Jay Lewis was 0 for 1 from the floor with a foul, 2 turnovers in 3 minutes. Josie 0 for 1 from range in 2 minutes, and Kira Thompson had a board in 2 minutes. Overall, 68 points for the Broncos, 21-55 from the floor for 38%, 4-16 from range, and 22 of 26 from the stripe for 85%. 8 offensive, 39 total boards, 11 assists, 15 fouls, 9 turnovers, a block, and 5 steals. In the first quarter, this was looking at the game as a whole. I'll go by half. In the game, 12 bench points for Broncos, 26 paint points, 10 points off turnovers, 4 second chance points, 3 fast break points, 7 to 12 on layups, 67 possessions, 31 scores, 1.02 points per possession, scored 46% of the time, turned over 13% of the time, led for 39-35, and was tied for 25 seconds, first 25 seconds of the game. The first half for the Broncos, Tatum had 8 points, going 1 of 2 from the floor, hit all 6 free throws, 1 offensive, 2 total boards with a foul and a steal. Danny Bates 0 for 3 from the floor, including 0 for 2 from range with 2 boards, an assist, a foul, and a turnover. Libby with 6 points, 2 of 8 overall, 2 of 5 from the stripe. 2 offensive, 7 total boards, 1 foul. Maya picked up her low point, 0 for 2 from the floor, both from range, and 1 of 2 from the stripe. 1 board, 1 assist, 2 fouls. Natalie with 9 points in the first half, going 4% from the floor, 1 of 3 from range. 5 boards, 1 assist, 1 foul. Emily was 0 for 1 from the floor with a board and a foul. Morgan, 5 points, 1 of 2 from the floor. 1 of her lone made was her lone 3-point attempt in the first half, and 2 of 2 from the stripe. Izzy with the board. Mason was 0 for 2 from the floor with an offensive board and a block. Kenna with 3 points on her lone made 3 of the game, which was also her lone shot attempt in the first half, with a foul and a turnover. The first half, Broncos with 32 total points, going 9 of 28 from the floor for 32%, through 9 from range and 15 from the stripe for 73%, 5 offensive, 21 total boards, 3 assists, 8 fouls, 2 turnovers, a block and a steal. First quarter, 20 points on 5 of 12 shooting for 42%, 2 of 4 from range for 50%, and 8 of 11 for 73%, 2 offensive, 9 total boards, 1 assist, 5 fouls, 2 turnovers, and a steal. Second quarter, 12 points, 4 of 16 from the floor, 1 of 5 from range, and 3 of 4 from the stripe, 3 offensive, 12 total boards, 2 assists, 3 fouls, and a block. Broncos second half, 10 with 6 points, 2 of 3 from the floor, hit both free throw attempts, 1 offensive, 2 total boards, 2 assists. 10 with 4 points, 2 of 3 from the floor, 0 for 1 from range with 2 assists and a turnover. Libby with 10 points, hit all 4 field goal attempts, both free throw attempts, 1 offensive, 6 total boards, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals. Maya had a foul, turnover, and a steal in the second half. Natalie with 12 points, 2 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 3 from range, 2 of 7 from the stripe, 6 boards, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. Emily had an assist in the second half. Morgan with 2 points, 1 of 4 from the floor, 0 for 1 from range, with a board and a foul and a steal. Izzy 0 for 2 from the floor. Mace with 2 points, made a lone field goal attempt with a foul. Kenna 0 for 2 from the floor, 0 for 1 from range with 3 fouls. Jada was 0 for 1 from the floor with a foul and 2 turnovers. Josie 0 for 1 from range, and Kira with the board in the second half. 36 total points in the second half for the Broncos, 12 of 27 for 44% overall, 1 of 7 from range, and hit all 11 free throws. In the second half, 3 offensive, 18 total boards, 8 assists, 7 fouls, 7 turnovers, and 4 steals. Third quarter, 18 points, 5 14 overall for 36%, over 3 from range, hit all 8 free throws, 2 offensive, 10 total boards, 3 assists, 4 fouls, 3 turnovers, and a steal. In the fourth quarter, 18 points, 7 of 13 from the floor for 54%, 1 of 4 from range, and hit all 3 free throws, 1 offensive, 8 total boards, 5 assists, 3 fouls, 4 turnovers, and 3 steals. So again, a real good game by the Broncos. To move on to the semifinals, or quarterfinals, I should say. The win moved the Broncos to 24-8 on the season. Last ended San Jose State season at 4-28. Of note, with the win, Gordy Presnell tied the conference record for Mountain West term wins with 22. The record was previously set by New Mexico's Don Flanagan, who coached 95 to 2011. This is their 8th straight win over San Jose, and now Broncos 33-14 all time against Spartans. Broncos are 12-3 in their white unis, 17-1 while out-rebound opponent. Broncos are 3-1 the season, games when Tatum makes 4+ free throws. The Broncos has led the end of the first quarter for the 21st time this season, most by any Manuel's team this season. Broncos also 19-2, leading at the end of first quarter, which ranked second in the conference this season. The Broncos' 10 made free throws are its most in the first half of the game since 11-24 against Weber State. Broncos 15-0 all-time, leading half in the conference tournament games. They are the only undefeated team leading halftime in tournament history. With their 20 points in the game, Natalie Pascoe became the second Bronco with 400-plus points this season, joining Tatum. The Broncos are the only Man West team with multiple players with 400-plus points this season. They also became third team multiple players with 15-plus points and 10-plus boards in the same game in conference tournament history, joining Colorado State 2017 versus San Jose State and UNLV 09 versus TCU. This is the sixth conference tournament win by 15-plus points with the Broncos. Only Wyoming has more such wins since the Broncos joined the conference in the 11-12 season. Second time this season, Broncos have had multiple players with double-double in the same game. Libby Hutton, double-double was her third career. And Hutton is now third Bronco player to have at least 12 points and 12 boards in a conference tournament game, joining Ashanti Coleman, who accomplished a feat in 2020 against Wyoming, and Deanna Walker versus Wyoming in 2014. Her 13 boards were career high. Morgan Maldonado scored career 7 points. Tied career high in field goals made with 2 and free throws made with 2. The Pascoe's 20 points are her most in a conference tournament game. And the game against San Jose State was her 8th career conference tournament game. She is also now 4th in program history in career points, passing Riley Lufer, who played in the 2016 to 2020. She also claims sole possession of 5th place in Bronco history of 564 career field goals, passing Tasha Harris, who played 06 to 2010. She also got career highs in boards with limited free throws 7. And Tim Thompson earned a season high 8 free throws. In other action that day, Wyoming lost to Air Force 53-60. Fresno beat Nevada 74-57. Grand Canyon beat Utah State 75-58. In quarterfinal action on Sunday, March 8th, in the first quarterfinal, Air Force pulled up a shocking upset, defeating number 1 seed San Diego State 83-76. Third quarterfinal game, the UNLV took care of business against Fresno 79-65. And in a close showdown, in the final quarterfinal game, Colorado State beat Grand Canyon 61-59. And in the big game for the Broncos defeated New Mexico 62-61 in a really instant classic kind of game in conference tournament history. The win with the Broncos 25-8 overall. New Mexico's defeat moving to 22-10 on the season. I'm just going to extend my legs a little bit. In terms of stats for the win for the Broncos, pulling those up now. It was a heck of a game. I mean, Boise State at half led by 9, but fell apart a little bit offensively. Went pretty cold in the second half. New Mexico took advantage of that. They were training leads in like the final 2 minutes of the game. But 6 seconds left, Tim Thompson makes a jumper to put the Broncos up 62-61. The Broncos were able to get a stop and knock New Mexico out of the conference tournament and to advance to the semifinals. The Broncos' largest lead was 12 points with a minute 41 left until half, 33-21. Broncos' largest win was 7-0. For UNM, their last field goal was made by number 3 Hooks to make it 58-61 with a minute 36 left in the game. New Mexico's last lead came with a minute 16 left of game at 61-60. And their largest lead in the game was 3 points, 61-58 with a minute 36 seconds left in the game. And New Mexico's largest run was 6-0. Since the Broncos were the designated road team, they were, well, the lower seed at 5th. They were the designated visitors. So we'll start up with stats for Boise State first, and then we'll go look at New Mexico's. For the Broncos, Tim Thompson, 13 points on 5 of 12 overall, 0 for 1 from range, hit all 3 free throw attempts, 2 offensives, 8 total boards, 1 assist, 1 foul, 2 turnovers, and a block in 35 minutes. Daniel Bays had more of a typical game for her with 15 points, 5 of 12 overall, a little cold from range, 1 of 6, but made up for it for 4 assists from the stripe, 1 offensive, 3 total boards, 4 assists, 3 fouls, 3 turnovers, 3 blocks in 36 minutes. Levi Hunden finished with 5 points, going 2 of 6 from the floor, and baked in a 3 to beat a shot clock violation in the first half. She finished with 5 boards, 1 assist, 4 fouls, and a turnover, 19 minutes. Maya had 7 points on 3 of 9 shooting, 1 of 5 from range, 4 boards, 4 assists, 4 fouls, 2 turnovers, and a steal in 35 minutes. Natalie with 11 points, going to 4 of 9 overall, 3 assists from range, 2 boards, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers, a steal in 34 minutes. Emily was 0 for 1 for the floor, had 1 offense, 2 total boards, a foul, a turnover, and a block. Morgan with 3 points, went 1 of 2 from the floor, 0 for 1 from range, and made an and 1. 1 board, 1 foul in 12 minutes. Izzy finished 0 for 1 from range with 3 minutes. Mason had a career game for her with 8 points, going to 4 of 8 from the floor, 0 for 1 from the stripe, 4 offensive, 8 total boards, and a foul in 17 minutes. Kenna was 0 for 1 from range with a board, 2 fouls, and a turnover in 3 minutes played. Overall, the Broncos 62 points, 24-61 from the floor for 39%, 6-23 from range for 26%, and hit a 12 from stripe for 67%. 10 offensive, 39 total boards, 10 assists, 19 fouls, 12 turnovers, 5 blocks, 2 steals. They also finished with 11 bench points, 22 paint points, 14 points off turnovers, 7 second chance points, with 7 of 15 on layups. Took the lead 3 times, 67 possessions, 28 scores, averaged 0.93 points per possession, scored 42% of the time, turned it over 18%, left for 35-48, trail for 307, or tie for 104. In the first half, Tatum had 7 points on 2 of 5 shooting, 3 of 3 from the stripe, 1 offensive, 5 total boards, a foul, a block. Danny with 3 points, 1 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 4 from range with the board, 3 assists, 1 foul, 2 blocks. Levy with 5 points, 2 of 6 from the floor, including the aforementioned banked in shot clock violation being 3, with 4 boards, 2 fouls. Maya with 7 points, going 3 assists from the floor, 1 of 4 from range with 3 boards, 2 assists, 2 fouls, 1 steal. Natalie with 8 points, 3 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 5 from range, 2 boards. Emily went 0 for 1 with 1 offense, 2 total boards, a foul, and turnover block in the first half. Morgan with 3 points, 1 of 2 shooting, 0 for 1 from range, and the made and 1 with the foul. Izzy was 0 for 1 from range. Mason with 2 points, 1 of 3 from the floor, 2 offensive, 3 total boards. McKenna with 2 fouls and 1 turnover in the first half. Broncos combined for 35 points in the first half, going 13 of 37 for 35%, 5 of 16 from range for 31%, hit all 4 free throw attempts, 5 offensive, 24 total boards, 5 assists, 10 fouls, 2 turnovers, 4 blocks, and a steal. First quarter, Broncos scored 16 points on 6 of 19 shooting for 32%, 2 assists from range for 29%, and hit both free throw attempts, 1 offensive, 10 total boards, 1 assist, 5 fouls, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, and a steal. And in the second quarter, 19 points on 7 of 18 shooting for 39%, 3-9 from range, and hit both free throw attempts, 4 offensive, 14 total boards, 4 assists, 5 fouls, 1 turnover, and 2 blocks. First half, 5 bench points, 8 paint points, 9 points off turnovers, 2 second chance points. In the second half, Tatum had 6 points on 3 of 7 shooting, 0 for 1 from range, 1 offense, 3 total boards, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. Danny came alive, 12 points on 4 of 6 shooting, 0 for 2 from range, 4 assists from the stripe, 1 offensive, 2 total boards, 1 assist, 2 fouls, 3 turnovers, and a block. Libby had a board and assist, 2 fouls, and a turnover. Maya was 0 for 2 from the floor, including 0 for 1 from range, with 1 board, 2 assists, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers. Nally with 3 points, 1 of 3 overall, 1 of 2 from range with 2 fouls, 2 turnovers, and a steal. Morgan finished with the board in the second half. Mason scored 6 points on 3 of 5 shooting, 0 for 1 from the stripe, 2 offensive, 5 total boards, and a foul. Kenna was 0 for 1 from range with the board in the second half. Broncos only scored 27 points in the second half. 11 of 24 from the floor for 46%, 1 of 7 from range for 14%, and 4 of 8 from the stripe. 5 offensive, 15 total boards, 5 assists, 9 fouls, 10 turnovers with a block and a steal. Third quarter, 11 points as a team on 5 of 16 shooting for 31%, 0 for 6 from range and 1 of 2 from the stripe. 4 offensive, 10 total boards, 2 assists, 5 fouls, 4 turnovers, and a steal. In the fourth quarter, only 16 points on 6 of 8 shooting for 75%. Made on no 3-point attempts. There were 3 of 6 from the stripe, 1 offensive, 5 total boards, 3 assists, 4 fouls, 6 turnovers, and a block. 6 bench points, 14 paint points, 5 points off turnovers, and 5 second chance points in the second half for the Broncos. For New Mexico, number 3, Destiny Hooks. I'd say Mike Abdurrah's a full manager player of the game. Led all scorers with 29 points, 12 of 21 from the floor, 1 of 2 from range, and 4 of 6 from the stripe. Finished with 3 fouls in 29 minutes. One of the main reasons why the Lobos were able to stay in the game and take some leads in the final couple minutes of the game. Melissa Hargrove, number 4, 10 points on 4 of 8 shooting, 2 of 5 from range, 0 for 2 from the strip, 2 offensive, 4 total boards, 2 assists, a steal in 36 minutes. Number 10, Cassia Antonio with 12 points on 5 of 15 shooting, 0 for 2 from range, and 2 of 2 from the strip, 2 offensive, 8 total boards, 3 fouls, 3 turnovers, and 2 steals in 34 minutes. Number 13, Magal Hayes with 0 for 5 from the floor, including 0 for 2 from range. 3 boards, 2 assists, 4 fouls, 2 turnovers, and a steal in 23 minutes. And 24, Jesse Joaquim, 5 points, 2 of 4 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the stripe, 5 offensive boards, 2 turnovers in 15 minutes. 11, Niley Padilla, 0 for 7 from the floor, including 0 for 5 from range. 1 board, 3 assists, 1 turnover in 16 minutes. Number 15, Drew Jordan, 0 for 1 from the floor with 3 boards, 1 assist, 1 foul in 6 minutes. 23, Emma Najuma with 2 points, 1 of 2 from the floor, 0 for 2 from the stripe, 4 offensive, team high 9 boards, 2 fouls, 1 block, 1 steal in 25 minutes. And number 44, Abdur Queeb with 3 points, scoring 1 of 5 from the floor, 0 for 3 from range, and 1 2 from the stripe. 5 boards, 1 assist, 1 foul, 1 turnover in 16 minutes. In the game, 61 points, 25 of 68 from the floor for 37%, through 19 from range for 16%, and 8 of 16 from the stripe for 50%. 17 offensive, 47 total boards, 9 assists, 14 fouls, 9 turnovers, 1 block, and 5 steals. 5 bench points, 34 paint points, 12 points off turnovers, 13 second chance points, 6 fast break points, 16 to 30 on layups. Tied the game twice, took the lead 3 times. So there were 68 possessions, 30 scores, 0.9 points per possession, scored 44% of the time, turned over 13% of the time. In the first half, Hooks had 13 points on 5 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the stripe, 1 foul. Hargrove with 8 points, 3 of 4 from the floor, hit both 3-point attempts, 1 board, 1 assist, and a steal. Antonio with 4 points, 1 assist from the floor, 0 for 1 from range, and hit both free throws with 5 boards, 2 fouls, and a turnover. Magal Hayes with 0 for 1 from the floor with 2 boards, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers. Joaquin with 1 point, 0 for 2 from the floor, 1 and 2 from the stripe, 3 offensive boards, and a turnover. Padilla 0 for 6 from the floor, 0 for 4 from range with 3 assists. Jordan 0 for 1 from the floor, 2 boards, 1 foul. Najuma 0 for 1 from the floor, 0 for 2 from the stripe, 3 offensive, 5 total boards, 1 foul. And Abdur Queeb 0 for 4 from the floor, 0 for 3 from range, 3 boards, 1 foul, and 1 turnover. In the first half, 26 points on 9 of 24 shooting for 27%, 2 of 10 from range, and 6 of 10 from the stripe. 8 offensive, 27 total boards, 4 assists, 8 fouls, 5 turnovers, and a steal. First quarter, 12 points, 5 of 18 from the floor for 28%, 0 for 4 from range, 2 of 4 from the stripe. 5 offensive, 17 total boards, 1 assist, 5 fouls, 4 turnovers. Second quarter, 14 points on 4-16 from the floor, 2-6 from range, 4-6 from the stripe. 3 offensive, 10 total boards, 3 assists, 3 fouls, 1 turnover, and a steal. 8 paint points and 6 second chance points in the first half for New Mexico. Second half, their scoring really increased, with Hook scoring for 16 points, a 7-13 from the floor, 1-2 from range, 1-2 from the stripe. 2 fouls. Hargrove, 2 points, 1-4 from the floor, 0-3 from range, 0-2 from the stripe, 2 offensive, 3 total boards, and an assist. Antonio with 8 points, 4-8 shooting, 0-1 from range, 2 offensive, 3 total boards, 1 foul, 2 turnovers, and 2 steals. Melga Hayes, 0-4 from the floor, including 0-2 from range, 1 board, 2 assists, 2 fouls, and a steal. Joel Queen with 4 points, hit both field goal attempts, 2 offensive boards, and a turnover. Padilla, 0-1 from range with a board and a turnover. Jordan with a board and an assist. Najuma, 2 points, made a long field goal attempt, 1 offensive, 4 total boards, 1 foul, 1 block, 1 steal. Queeb, 3 points, made a long field goal and was 1-2 from the stripe with 2 boards and assist. 35 total second half points. For the Lobos, going 16-34 from the floor for 47%, 1-9 from range, and 2-6 from the stripe. 9 offensive, 20 total boards, 5 assists, 6 fouls, 4 turnovers, 1 block, and 4 steals. Third quarter, 16 points on 7-15 from the floor for 47%, 0-2 from range, and 2-6 from the stripe. 3 offensive, 11 total boards, 3 assists, 2 fouls, 3 turnovers, and a steal. And the final stanza, 19 points on 9-19. For 47% overall, 1-7 from range for 14%. 6 offensive, 9 total boards, 2 assists, 4 fouls, 1 turnover, 1 block, 3 steals. 5 bench points, 26 paint points, 12 points off turnovers, and 9 second chance points. So again, Broncos found a way to win that one. Again, Broncos won the first quarter 16-12, second quarter 19-14. This is one of the rare times the Broncos lost the third quarter, 11-16. They also lost the fourth quarter, 16-19, but still managed to hold on to win by the final 62-61. And the win is historic for the Broncos because it gave Gordy Presnell the record of 23 career conference term victories. And for the 9th time in program history, the Broncos are advancing to the conference tournament semifinals against the Air Force Academy. On the season, Broncos are 11-0 while holding a 4+ point lead at the end of the first quarter. 21-0 when leading by at least 3 points entering the final stanza. Broncos won its 20th game all-time in New Mexico, and now 20-12 all-time against them. 7-3 in the Blue Unis. This was the 5th time this season Broncos won while being out-rebounded by the opponent. Danny Bays, Andy Pascal, and Tim Thompson all scored double figures for the 9th time this season, most by any conference non-West trio. Also marks the most times this feat has been achieved in single seats by Bronco trio since 1999 to 2000. Bays had a career high 3 blocks, 21-4 this season, when Bays makes at least 1 3-pointer. Mason Borchini notched a career high 8 points, had a career high 8 boards, and a career high 4 field goals. And Libby Hunnan notched her 2nd 3-pointer this season. And as I mentioned, the Bronco women will be playing this afternoon as I'm recording this on March 9th. It'll be at 5 p.m. Pacific time, as we'll take on number 9 Air Force. The Broncos beat the Air Force in both games in the regular season. Again, conference tournament is always different. Again, as I mentioned, Air Force is just coming off a massive win against the top seed of San Diego State Aztecs. And sometimes they can also come with a bit of drawback too. You know, you accomplish that big upset in the next game, You may have expended a lot of your energy and focus on that game and maybe not as thoroughly prepared for the next one. Again, we'll have to see, but I think Boise State has a great opportunity to win this one. The game will be televised on the Mountain West Network and will be available on the AM radio band KBY 670, KBY.